Minister, you have fashioned yourself as the salesman of Malaysia Inc.
Okay.
How challenging has that task been over the last 8 months?
It has been quite challenging because we have to learn the ropes and at the same time bring in people to, to have confidence in the Malaysian economy again. And after the bout of problems that we had with the previous regimes, I think people are coming back, and I know a lot of them have come back.
Minister, most recent numbers show China may be slowing down. They are your most important and biggest trading partner.
Of course.
Does Malaysia have a contingency plan if China does slow down considerably in 2019?
First, I think that it's slowing down all over the world, for everybody as well as China. So in particular in Malaysia, we are keeping our relationships very close with the Chinese, and so have they. When you look at what's happening in Malaysia, we had a huge increase of foreign investment. In fact, the increase is up to third quarter of 2018. We had an increase of about 109.7% compared to the year before, which was 2017. So it tells you there are confidence going into Malaysia. At the same time, the Chinese have increased their investment into Malaysia as well. So I think we will continue working with the Chinese, and they understand our economy as well, and they will continue working with us.
Minister, let's talk about multilateral trade.
Right.
The 11-nation trade deal, the CPTPP.
Yep.
Critics say that the Malaysian government is dragging its feet on ratification. This week, the pact came into effect in Vietnam.
Okay.
What's stopping Malaysia from ratification?
There's nothing really to stop Malaysia. Rather, this CPTPP was signed before we took over the government, and we are on our 8th month as a government, and we are doing our own analysis on what was decided before we became government and how we can fit into the current policy that we have. And at the moment, whether it has taken effect or not, you must always remember that 7 out of the 11 CPTPP members are ASEAN, and we're in consistent communication with them through our ASEAN agreements or multilaterals that we already have, and or bilaterals that we already have with ASEAN. So as they proceed, CPTPP takes into effect, Malaysia continues to have good relationship with all these countries, and at the same time, we want to make sure that the terms agreed before we took over the government are fair to Malaysia.
Minister, let's talk about the future of your coalition. International investors are watching closely. There are a lot of questions, a lot of speculation.
Okay.
How concerned should the international community be about the stability of the Pakatan Harapan government?
I would like to tell the investors, I would like to tell every nation that there is no concern to be made there. Pakatan Harapan have their fundamentals, they have their meetings and their regular communication, the Presidential Council as well, and we meet at the cabinet at the same time. All leaders of the coalition plus Warisan are at the cabinet, and we are consistently discussing on matters of the nation, at the same time our political matters. When we put it on the table, everything is open and clear, and the country is being run properly with this very solid coalition and partnership that the Prime Minister leads.
Could you talk about whether Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim has the full support of your party, Warisan, and yourself for him to take over as Malaysia's next Prime Minister?
When it comes to the transition of the next Prime Minister, we support the understanding and arrangement between Pakatan Harapan and as well as its partner. Being not part of it directly, because we're not a coalition of Pakatan Harapan, we see that it is important that we continue to support whoever takes over the mantle of the Prime Minister of Malaysia. And yes, I can tell you this, when the Prime Minister Tun Mahathir makes a decision, as well as Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim converge with each other to have a good transition, he can be rest assured that Warisan will be with them.
Thank you for your time, Minister.
Thank you very much.